This is Wild About Utah.
The excitement in her voice could not have been more obvious as I answered her phone call. Dad, there's a Gila monster walking right down the middle of my jogging trail right now. She was only a few minutes away, so I asked her to follow it until I could get there. I arrived in time to film it wading through the desert grasses as it made its way back to its den. It's always a good day when you see a Gila monster in the wild. Monster sightings are not common in this southwest corner of Utah, even though they're quite abundant in this portion of the Mojave Desert. There's a reason encounters with these bearded citizens of the desert are uncommon. They can spend more than 90% of their lives underground. Their activity is mostly limited to a few weeks in early spring, and they generally emerge to forage in late evening, returning to their dens at dawn. Because of their exceptional slow metabolism, they can survive on a few meals each year. Those meals converted into fat, stored primarily in their tails, allows them to spend 10 or 11 months estivating out of sight in their dens. Despite their fierce reputation, Gila monsters are shy, non-threatening creatures. I've had them walk across my sandal-clad feet on more than one occasion. If hassled, these monsters will open their mouth and hiss loudly as a warning. But to get bitten by one would require you to handle it. They have venom, but lack a mechanism to inject it. So they must flood their mouth with the venom, filling grooved teeth by capillary attraction, and then chew that into their prey. A Gila monster bite should receive medical attention, but despite legends to the contrary, which we've all heard, there is no reputable record of human death associated with Gila monster bites. To the contrary, the saliva of Gila monsters contains a compound called extendin-4, which has been synthesized into a drug used successfully to treat type 2 diabetes. This is a prime example of how the study of wildlife can lead to significant contributions to human well-being. It underscores the need to protect and preserve wildlife of all kinds. The Gila monster is the official Utah state reptile, so they do enjoy legal protection here and in every other state where they occur. Several years ago, I had the rare opportunity of filming a Gila monster excavate and consume 4 tortoise eggs from the apron of a tortoise den. The entire time, a female tortoise stood inches away and observed the carnage without moving a muscle. I found myself wishing I knew how to communicate with tortoises so that I could scream, "Good grief, mother, do something to protect your young." Times like this create a moral dilemma. Do I intervene in this situation or let nature take its course? On this day, I chose the latter. I'm Professor Marshall Topham, and I'm wild about Utah.